to today's guest of honor. Is Mr. Raghunandanji. It's an accidental meeting with him when I was treating his niece in a freak accident, what happened to her in the year. Since then, his niece and himself, they are regularly attending the classes. By profession, he is a leadership coach. He is very passionate about learning and all the new concepts, and that's the reason he is here in the Bhagavad Gita classes. He is also very happy to learn from these amazing kids, all of you, in these Bhagavad Gita classes. He is a keynote speaker in many forums. He is a mentor, coach, and also he's a psychology counselor, as all other passions which he has. So without wasting any time, I hand over to Mr. Raghunandanji. You can share your screen, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sachin. Hari Om. Good evening, student. Good evening, children.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good
evening, sir.
Good
evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. So, before I start the presentation, a small note. Maybe what you can do is you can have a pen and paper. You can list down what are the questions that probable questions that you would like to ask. So let me complete the presentation, and after that we will be going for the question and answer session. Is it fine?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, if we have no doubt, we will not bring, right?
Come again?
If we have no doubt, then we will not bring, right?
That's fine. That's fine, Vishnu. Not a problem.
So can we use any plain paper?
Yes, yes.
It's just for writing question. You can even use whatever paper we want.
Correct.
Sure. 1 second. Let me just share my distinct presentation.
Yes, sir.
I think you can see the presentation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect. So, I'll begin with the verse 4.34. Tadvidi pranipatena praniprashnena sevaya upadekshayanti te gnana gnanina sattva darshinaha. That means we know many things with long prostration. We keep thinking about the pros and cons, and maybe by question, and at the same time we also try to help people. So that is a service we provide. So we all learn this from someone who has who is wise and who has realized the truth, and who will instruct you with that knowledge. Immediately what we can think about is Dr. Sachin, who has been helping us, maybe Sachin uncle, who has been helping us with his expertise and his knowledge. And because of this, we have been learning many verses. So to simplify this statement, Tat, it can also be pronounced as Tad, that knowledge of different sacrifices, that means experiences we are going to gain out of Vidhi, try to understand, analyze what has been taught to us. Pranipatena, by approaching a spiritual master. So here spiritual master is Dr. Sachin uncle. Pariprasnena, by submissive inquiries. So as I see, there are studious students here who are learning, and you come out with inquisitive questions, which will be answered by Dr. Sachin, maybe at the end of the class. And he has been so patient of basically doing it. I think we are supposed to imbibe that. Sevaya, by the rendering of service. So rendering of service in the sense, he has been teaching, explaining the verses, and after that giving examples, so where we can understand easily. Upadyakshayanti, that is going to be the initiation of learning, maybe through you. I mean, if you have a commitment and if you have confidence and if you have the passion, you will start learning it. So Gnanam, yes, as you know, it is knowledge. Gnaninha, the self-realization. Once I realize myself, I'll start understanding what exactly is the meaning of the verse. Tattva, the entire verse which has been taught here talks about the truth. Darshinha sees, so that is someone who has the knowledge, who renders the knowledge to us, maybe through our gurus. So they are the seers here. This verse, broad explanation, this verse speaks of the method for attaining the knowledge. It is attained by offering respects, bowing down to the guru, the instructor, and by asking questions. That means we are supposed to be humble to learn anything which we don't know. So that is maybe by offering respects. When we surrender ourselves to the guru will basically make us understand. And maybe with inquisitive questions, you will be in a position to better understand the thoughts. So if you try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him by maybe one of the thing is maybe you are all chanting different verses every week. So that is a self-realization which we can impart knowledge. So that means you are imparting knowledge to all your friends unto because they have seen the truth. Since you understand the meaning of this, the different verses, you are in a better position to share the knowledge with others. So in simple sense, when we are submissive, when we are committed, when we are disciplined, so we listen to the teacher. So teacher always holds the hand. So teacher will never say that, okay, fine, oh, you know everything, I'm not going to teach you. So a teacher always helps you to unlearn, relearn, and have the continuous learning, the experience. Opens your mind. So that's how you are going to be more introspective and you will be starting asking questions. There are amazing kids here who basically touches each and everybody's heart. So let us look at what are the different qualities we are supposed to imbibe. Develop the right perspective. So when something has been said, so we always, what we do is we keep thinking. So whether it's right or wrong, so we always keep thinking about that. If we keep thinking in the right fashion, right? So it is going to help us in understanding what we are supposed to do. Why are we supposed to do it? Our role in the scheme of things and how they shape our attitude. That means if I start thinking in the right fashion, I will develop the positive attitude. And by developing positive attitude, I will help learning the knowledge or imparting the knowledge to people, to others. Understand that change is a law of nature. So if I have to learn something, I have to unlearn. To be successful, an individual needs to adapt to new situations. So be it in terms of we come across many difficulties. For example, we will have internet glitch. Even in spite of that, we re-log in and we keep learning things. So while you enjoy the experience of being in familiar surroundings, that means you know your friends. So as a discipline, you all log in at 7:45 or 7:50 every day, every week. And so you'll be eager to learn. So that means to say that you will be taking risks and gain the benefits of new experiences. So there might be technical glitch, or in fact, probably you don't have power. So at the same time, you will gain experience of basically how to keep yourself, your system right. The same thing applies across even for your classes. Practice tolerance and forgiveness. Forgiveness helps us pardon injustice and overcome feelings of animosity. So if we start forgiving people, so that means to say that we will overcome all the doubts, all the bias. Both these qualities are crucial to maintain and nurture relationship. So if I have to bond with my friend, so whatever the wrongdoings my friend does, I'll be forgiving them, so that my bonding with my friend would be intact. So developing feelings of empathy and love, and overcome divisive thoughts. By forgiving things, probably I will be learning more. Change the way you think. Don't think that, okay, fine, whatever has been taught, I am unable to grasp it. So always be grateful to what you have been learning. Meditate yourself so that you stay calm. Give back to the society. So giving back to the society is basically you are sharing your experience with people here. Reading inspiring literature. So most of you are very inquisitive. You do a Google search, you understand about about the thoughts, prepare the presentation, present it. So these are some of the practices that you already have been doing, and this will help us in developing positive thoughts. So as I said, stay calm. A calm mind will help us control our impulses. So if we stay calm, we can be better listeners. We can listen to what others say. So, and hopeful through both the good and the bad times. So that means, so we will be in a position to listen to them, or maybe we will be in a better position to balance during both the good and bad times, and that basically keep stress under control. For example, it might be your online class. So you might come across different glitches, or maybe in terms of you are not prepared for the class, but stay calm. Nothing is going to happen. So only thing is you will, if you basically create anxiety, probably the stress level will increase and you might not be in a position to focus. So now if I stay calm, it will help me to understand with clarity. Then I can use my opinions, my options in a balanced manner, and I will be in a position to be a mentor, or be a coach, or be a tutor for others in case if there are any confusions which they would like to know. So work for the welfare of the world. Selflessness, I think that's where selflessness shows in what you people have been doing. So since we consider this family as a Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, so we will have to basically share our best practices so that we make the world a better place and help us bond with those around us. So we have our friends here, so where we keep bonding with them. So be fearless. So that's what I see here with kids. So you are fearless, so that you can start learning things as well as ask inquisitive questions, and that's how you are going to gain knowledge and gain wisdom. This would basically help you to understand or maybe go beyond your understanding and start exploring whether my learning is right or wrong. So manage your anger. So don't be angry. If you are angry, you will not be in a position to understand. But only thing is, you will start creating confusion, which builds up stress. So we will not be in a position to understand clearly, and we will divert our focus towards what is happening. For example, if there are some disturbances happening during the class, so don't get disturbed, stay focused, learn, so that it helps you to basically understand rather than asking doubts. So dream big, so that you can go ahead and be creative. So go ahead and do the search, or maybe in terms of read books which you are which interests you, so that you can start looking into that. But not only in terms of your own subjects, it might be any subjects that you basically would like to read. So that would basically help you to give a different version. So we all know that nothing is permanent. So when we understand that whatever we are learning, so that keeps changing. For example, it might be in terms of the technology, if we are looking into that. So technology has changed over a period of time, right? So we never knew that, okay, fine, we are supposed to get into an online class. So now, based on the transformation, we are adjusting ourselves to get into the online classes. So that means that, okay, fine, whatever we think, so that can change at any point of time. So roughly, qualities of a good student is be disciplined, have your goal, maybe short-term and as well as a long-term goal, which can be defined. That way, share with your friends, understand, or maybe start learning from your parents, and ask the right questions. So only thing is, don't be in doubt. So that's where I was suggesting you to have a pen and paper. Write down what are the questions that you have not understood, so that it will be easier for you to ask at the right time. So if you don't understand something, go ahead and ask your parents, or it may be in terms of your teachers, so that your doubt need not have to basically multiply. At the same time, have self-respect, so which is the root for discipline, and that should basically help you to learn as well as unlearn, and wherever it's possible, you will try to help them. In case if it is not possible, accept the truth and say no. And whatever the decisions you have been taking, so that is ultimately it's our decision. So take the responsibility for that. Don't point fingers. So because of him, I happen to take this responsibility. Extracurricular activity is something which is very much important. Don't get glued to your books, school books, maybe in terms of go out and play, but have a calendar. So use the particular time for play, and after that come back and do your homework. Apart from that, knowledge and discovery. So as you do a Google search, go ahead and do the search, maybe visit your library, go through the books, understand them. So it's not only in terms of go through the internet all the time. Maybe in terms of you should also go through the library, make use of the books. Punctuality, be punctual in time, so that you can start learning. You need not have to miss something. So when you stay focused, you will learn, and when you have confidence, you will be in a better position to basically present without flaws. So if you have a positive attitude, it helps you to basically come out with more confidence. So if you have a focus, you will be in a better positions to understand about the course and be successful. Be a good listener so that our conversations are clear. So be smart so that it can help you to understand better, clarify better, and help others. So good manners, be a good friend, so which you are all. Help others, be a good listener, raise your hand whenever you have a doubt, be kind. So if someone is not in a position to basically present properly, encourage them and help them out how to express better. Or maybe in terms of if someone doesn't know how to chant, or maybe you can help them out in better chanting. So that would basically help out. And be mindful of what exactly you speak. So let us not hurt others. Let us keep learning and keep growing. That's one of the ways where we can look into that. So don't always look out for excellence. Every one of us will make mistakes. Let us make mistakes. Let us not be perfectionist. Let us learn from the mistakes. So if I don't know something, let me go ahead and ask. So that is where is simplicity, which helps me. So biggest commitment you have to do is you commit for yourself. That is that you are going to learn today, and what you are going to learn today. So start noting them down, so that we call that as journaling. So start noting them, so that at some point of time you can always visit back and you can come back. Encourage people. So here children, in a sense, your friends. So encourage each and everyone, so that have a common goal that everyone have to learn the verses and present properly, and that should be the goal, and help each and everyone, and that should help out. And have an ambition that you have for a long time. So it is not only in terms of now, maybe in terms of your further studies, what are you supposed to study. So you can look out for online courses which are available there, so that you can take them up. So this is what I wanted to share. Our life is the creation of our mind. So if we have a positive mind, so we will be very positive in our thoughts. Hari Om. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It was an excellent presentation.
Thank you.
And you brought in all the qualities which are mentioned in the first 3 verses of this chapter. And that's why we are doing this revision again and again. Just I will chant this first verse itself, all the qualities which you mentioned.
Okay.